Canadians, Albertans need a clear message. What is independence? Why we're seeking independence? I think the enemy has done a good job, unfortunately, in scaring people, terrorizing people. They say, well, independence means separation from Canada. It means hardship. It means that your businesses, your money will be completely destroyed. It's actually opposite. If we gain our independence from Ottawa, from the tyrannical Nazi-style government of Trudeau, we're going to have more, not less. We will pay less taxes, like I have been advocating. If it's good enough, 10%. If it's good enough for God, it's good enough for the government.
So it's my great honor to be able to introduce the new leader of the Independence Party of Alberta.
Selene Galas for Rebel News. Today we're at Maple Dell Acres where the next leader of the Independence Party is going to be released. If you watch my other two reports from Calgary and from Edmonton, Alberta, you would be able to follow along and see from the debates who the top runner is.
Look up what the UCP or the NDP gets for a voter turnout every year. We get a 68% of our members vote on this election. So it's my great honor to be able to introduce the new leader of the Independence Party of Alberta, Artur Pawlowski.
I find it fascinating that I'm coming back to Golden. Not in a chair as one or his cruiser, but as a free man forwarding with all of you this dream of ours, the dream of independence. And if we achieve that, I believe that our grandchildren will be thanking us for this day, for this moment in history that their parents and their grandparents actually decided it's time to rise up, it's time to do something, it's time to start roaring once again.
For your sincere and welcome endorsement. I appreciate everything that you've done for this movement. To Pastor Art, you are a courageous man. A man who has stood up for Albertans. The persecution that you have endured is deplorable. You were a formidable opponent, and you will make an excellent leader. I have met...
So exciting. Just to start bringing back our freedoms and our rights, and to know that my children and grandchildren can go to school without being muzzled, without the threat of being vaccinated. You know, for all of us, just having freedom. And I'm so excited that this is a new beginning for some really new things, and I think it's exciting. Yeah. All the lockdowns, all the lies, all the deception, and now we're going to get truth and we're going to get freedom.
I'm speaking today here with Rob Anders, ex-member of Parliament. So, Artur Pawlowski is now the leader of the Independence Party of Alberta. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, you know, we worked hard. A lot of memberships got sold. It was spirited debates, right? I think a lot of good issues got raised. I was pleasantly surprised that both candidates were as pro-God, pro-Christianity, concerned about kids and indoctrination and brainwashing in schools, concerned about the World Economic Forum and jabs and COVID mandates and all that stuff. So that was awesome.
I think the reason why we're seeing such a difference in their campaign specifically is because they're not actually like politicians, like they have no official background.
You know, sometimes career politicians know how to win campaigns. You know, it's not all bad. But that being said, we tried to focus on freedom and COVID freedom, gun freedom, tax freedom, freedom from corruption. That's what we were trying to aim our campaign at. That's what we were doing our fundraising appeals with and everything else. And, Art, you got 340 tickets, 51 days in jail. Nobody doubts his commitment to the cause. Nobody doubts the man hasn't been tested. So that goes a long way. And for a lot of people, they've been wanting somebody who has that religious Christian background. As he mentioned, you had Ernest Manning and you had William Aberhart, who were pastors in this province. We have a history of that, and people are hopeful. They're like, yeah, we want somebody who has that background.
It's very exciting. It's also personally a little scary because we know that it's like this is where the rubber meets the road, and everybody's got to like snap into their positions and not leave it up to just a few leaders, but we all gotta get our hands in there and help. So I think just being a mom and a grandma, I really would like to see the educational system change, and I think as a province get back to our grassroots, and like Catherine said, that we would be a province, a nation possibly, but that we would be based and founded on the supremacy of God.
Well, congratulations are in order. You are now the leader of the Independence Party of Alberta. What are your thoughts right now?
It sounds weird. Absolutely. It sounds surreal because, as you know, I was not seeking political office. I was not looking for that. I just want to be left alone. And I think majority of Albertans just want to be left alone. We just want to live our lives and be not subjected to this unbelievable globalistic tyranny. However, as you know, when I was in that cell, I felt that for me, in order to survive this, to be able to live my life, I have to engage in the political realm. And if they will not let me be just a pastor, I will become a pastor politician. And what was chasing me yesterday, I will be chasing tomorrow. So that's where the idea came in that solitary confinement when I didn't know what next, what is going to happen to me and my family next. And of course, then they approached me, they came, and I had a number of different offers as well. But I was looking for grassroots. I was looking for a party that had no politicians, no career politicians, not professional politicians, but just people like you and me. And I think that's what Albertans want. They want just someone like us that will defend us and stand for us and listen to us and serve us. Is that not what a politician was to be all about? Minister, it means servant. And as a minister of the gospel, I have been serving Albertans for the past 23 years. I feed thousands of people. I'll feed 4.5 million if needs be.
Amazing. And what is your next career move? So you're the leader of the party now, but what is next? Albertans want to know.
Well, we will communicate the message. Canadians, Albertans need a clear message. What is independence? Why we're seeking independence? I think the enemy has done a good job, unfortunately, in scaring people, terrorizing people. They say, well, independence means separation from Canada. It means hardship. It means that your businesses, your money will be completely destroyed. It's actually opposite. If we gain our independence from Ottawa, from the tyrannical Nazi-style government of Trudeau, we're going to have more, not less. We will pay less taxes. Like I have been advocating, if it's good enough, 10%. If it's good enough for God, it's good enough for the government. I would do my best to eliminate personal taxes, income tax. Why not? Other states are in the United States of America are doing it and they prosper. Believe it or not, when you don't hammer people, when you don't steal, rob, and rape them on a regular basis, they thrive. And there's more money in the states or more money in the province in this instance, not less. We have unbelievable resources that we're not using right now because of the tyrannical, evil, globalistic tyrant Trudeau. They are murdering our middle class. They're eliminating our resources. They're not allowing us to have independence. So imagine that we have more oil than most of the countries on earth. I think we are the third on earth. We can truly turn Alberta into an Saudi Arabia of North America. I truly believe that. We have forestry, we got gas, we got oil, we have more. We have for hundreds of years our resources. How about giving incentives to Albertans for a change? Instead of just stealing or robbing them from their own resources.
What would be that incentive? What would you promote?
Well, I would promote family, of course. If you have more than few children, then you would not be paying taxes. For example, if you have 4 children, no taxes for you. Your whole money will be focused to raise good Albertans. How about that? Poland did it in the 20s and thrived economically. How about giving $500 to families from their own resources? Where is this idea coming from that the resources, our resources, are not ours, but the politicians? I don't get it. I don't understand. God blesses. Whose land is this? Is Kenny's land, Chandru's, Madhu's, or ours? Because
not the last time I checked.
Right? God has given us this beauty, those resources. Those are His. The man, one individual man or a group of people should never have that kind of power to enslave others. What we have been witnessing for the past decades, because this didn't start just a few days ago or during the COVID lie, this started decades ago when a small group of people, they truly believe that they're the elites. They're the globalistic elites, they're the pharaohs, and the rest of us is just a social insurance number. We're just slaves. No, that's just wrong. We should tap into the resources that God has given to all of us, and not just for us, for our children. Again, indoctrination in schools, that really ticks me off because I have 3 children and I want the teachers to teach them history, geography, biology, a real biology. That when you have a cow and a bull, then you have a calf, not other way around. So, I mean, this woke, this rogue, this crazy culture, the cancel culture, this guilt trips that if you have a different color, then somehow you're inferior than other race. I mean, there's only one race since the last time I checked, is a human race. There are 2 genders, actually 3. Believe it or not, there are 3 genders. There's man and a woman and stupid. I don't see any other gender out there. So we gotta bring back sanity. And I don't know how else to do it. Of course, I'm preaching in the church, I'm feeding the people, I'm very active for years trying to educate people. But I think the political pulpit, if you will give us more opportunities to educate people and to protect them from the woke culture. What happened with the idea that let's agree to disagree? I don't have to agree with you on everything. You want to wear those clothes? I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I don't care how clever your argument might be. That's just not something for me.
Well, we're both not calves either, so
Right?
Yeah.
So what happened to us as a society? Suddenly we are doing everything in our power to kill each other because we just disagree with each other on certain topics. We got to bring back sanity. We have to educate children not to be so thin-skinned. Hey, it's okay if you don't win. It's okay if you're not the first or the second or the third. We have damaged our children by telling them that you're going to get the gold medal just for participating. Life doesn't work that way. You got to work hard. I've been working hard all my life. And that's what I'm going to be doing in any capacity, either in politics or in the church or volunteering or feeding the poor. And I will encourage others to do the same. Personal responsibilities. Government should be small, not huge monster, a beast that is eating us alive. Literally is eating us alive. 50% in taxes in Canada? Are you nuts? Are you insane? When we joined the Confederation, it was based on constitutional rights. We were supposed to be able to govern ourselves. That's what the independence is all about. We want to be independent from the tyrants. And we will sit down from the position of power when we elect our own judges, when we elect our own sheriffs, when we will have our own police force. Then we will sit down with them and say, hey, let's renegotiate this. If Quebec could do it, why can't Albertans do it? You see, I believe in Albertans. I believe that they are smart people, and when they will see the opportunity to have more, not less, they're going to jump on the bus, and we'll take it straight to Edmonton.
Go to saveartur.com so that you can watch the full saga and all the reports that we've done previously on Pastor Artur Pawlowski. Thanks for tuning in.